your Metro don't trust you, I'ma shoot you. Yeah, man, we here to talk about it. We here to talk about it. What's up? What's happening in this K? We back in this thing. K so good. He sleep with a cutter up a throne. You know the nigga on the ton. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like I'm him. I pulled out the little leather. I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling out here. Bitch, I'm bad, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got it like Mike Jack. Even though there's little Mike Jack references on this little motherfucker. We here to talk about it real quick now. It would be a disservice if I didn't do the little album review. We got Big Future Hendrix, The Toxic King. Y'all know I own a copy of the book in Future. I had to talk about the BS, get that shit out of the way, the distance and stuff. So certain songs I'm not going to go into that much detail about. Like, there's like 2, maybe 3 I ain't going to go into that much detail about. But besides that, we here to do the review about Future and Metro Boomin's We Don't Trust You. A fitting name for a fitting title. And honestly, it's good. Like, I'm going to just get it out the way. It's good. Especially if you like the old Future, like mixtape Future, like Dirty Sprite 2 Future, like that type of Future. You get some of that on here as well. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I did not enjoy newer Future products, but it feels like this is the sound. It's like peak Future, if you will. And the nigga was walking around with that little, like fedora or the bucket hat trying to do his best Pharrell impression. But with that being said, hey, we here to talk about it. This is like off a first listen or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Well, off 2 listens. I ain't gonna lie. When I first listened to the album, I didn't go through the proper sequence. I was just playing songs like boop, 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 boop. And of course, Twitter broke when they found out Kendrick was on the album. So of course, I had to go listen to that shit first. That was like one of the first songs I heard. And I was like, oh shit. And you had to listen to it over and over again to catch some of the shit the nigga was saying, which had some implications to some other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, so that was my whole experience with that going on. And yeah, so I heard it out of sequence first, then I ran through the whole album as it was like sequenced and from track 1 to 17, and we heard it. And I will say this is a great album. I don't know if I like it more than I Never Liked You, because that shit was just amazing. I really enjoyed that album. But I will say there is some moments here, and I gotta say it, bro. First of all, I'm gonna just put it out there. I've said it in the other videos. If you want the in-depth analysis of certain shit, you could go to the other videos, but clearly this nigga and Drake ain't seen eye to eye. We all know Metro Boomin and Drake ain't seen eye to eye, and I ain't gonna lie, Metro shitted on this nigga Drake with that production. It was great. The whole Prodigy thing he had in there was fucking great. Metro was showing his ass on some of these beats he was making. I was like, hold the fuck on, nigga. Where the fuck you keep this shit? But yeah, man, we here to talk about it. We're gonna go through it, and yeah, I just really gotta say it. And like I said, I'm gonna go in depth, but there was hey, you know what I'm saying? Kendrick did his thing. He sneaked this Drake and J. Cole. We talked a little bit about it. There's a separate video for that. And these 2 niggas is beefing. I never understood the beef between Drake and Metro, but hey, apparently it's more than what we thought. But let's just go into the track. Now, this is not a whole like diss album or disrespectful album, and there's some tension, I guess, between him and Future, but clearly there's a little bit of a tiff. But anyways, let's go into the album. It is 17 tracks, I believe. Yup. We have well, I guess the last track was a bonus, but anyways, we have We Don't Trust You, decent intro. I'm gonna talk about the tracks, but I'm gonna just name the tracks first. Young Metro with The Weeknd. I was surprised. I was like, what the fuck? Track 3, Ice Attack, Trap 4 type shit. One of the standouts on the project with Travis and Playboi Carti. Track 15, Claustrophobic. Track 15, track 5. Track 6, Like That with Kendrick. Track 7, Slimed In. Honestly, I think Thugger should have been. Yo, they might have a Thugger verse. Also, with that being said, like, you know what? I'm gonna get to that with the features. I'm gonna save that for another thing. Track 8, Magic Don Juan, also Princess Diana. Track 9, Cinderella with Travis Scott. Track 10, Run Out of Time. Track 11, Fried, She a Vibe. Track 12, Ain't No Love. Track 13, Everyday Hustle with Rick Ross. Track 14, GTA. Track 15, Seen It All. Track 16, What the Fuck You Mean, or WTFYM. And track 17, Where My Twin At. Now we here to talk, yeah. Now, let's really break it down. I'm going to get some of the obvious shit out of the way. Like I said, Metro was just showing his ass. The beats were crazy. Some stood out like, what the fuck he did on that Kendrick song Like That bro, having that fucking Easy E sound in the beginning, and then having he once was a thug from around the way, the Slim Thugger motherfucker, having that shit in there, I'm like, hold on, y'all niggas ain't using samples right. That shit was immaculate. Having the Prodigy flip on, I think, Seen It All, craziness. And just using niggas' voices how he did. Like, nigga made a fucking Weekend sound fucking angelic on that motherfucking Young Metro. One of my favorite songs on the fucking project. The flip on Magic Don Juan to Princess Diana was crazy. I enjoyed it. Cinderella sounded beautiful as fuck. I can't sing enough of his praises. I love Everyday Hustle. I love it. I didn't think Future fit that beat. Also, yo, that nigga Sean C put me onto some shit. Cause I was watching his little review as well. This nigga said some shit and I can't get out of my mind. If you don't know about Detroit, there's artist called Lonnie Bands, Band Gang. Lonnie Bands, fuck with him. I fuck with him. Hit tough. He said that nigga would fit on fucking Like That. And I can't get it out of my head. That nigga should do a remix to that song. But honestly, let me go through this shit because I'm just word vomit that's just coming out of my mouth. So track 1, We Don't Trust You, a very telling intro. Didn't like it as an intro. In another video, which will hopefully probably be out before this review, I basically said this part of this intro was him sneak dissing Drake. You don't understand, dog. Hey, we sharing, dog, Drake dropping for all the dogs. It was very telling. I felt like he was talking to somebody, and it was just Metro hyping it, like I said. I don't know if it was like a tag team best friends, like these niggas is the Hardy Boys, and J. Cole and Drake is the fucking Dudley Brothers. I don't know what the fuck going on, but very telling. Felt like he was talking to somebody, but I didn't mind it as an intro. I liked it. Kind of set a little bit of pace. Young Metro, one of my favorite songs. I've been bumping it like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, it's great song. Future doing this thing for me. I ain't mad at it. Love the production. And fucking Weekend angelic as a motherfucker on this bitch. I ain't gonna lie. Ice Attack, cool. I kind of like how it leads into type shit. I do like that. It's a cool song. I ain't mad at it. It took me a while to get into, but it's a cool song. I don't think I hated a lot of songs. There's like 2 songs I was like, yo, you could have kept that off the project. I would have been smooth. Type shit, another standout. Playboy Cardi still sounding like Yeats, but he's doing his thing. I love Travis. The transition between Future to Travis to Playboy Cardi was fucking great. It was immaculate. I can't be mad at it. Metro doing his thing with the production, showing his fucking ass, doing his fucking thing. Then we had Claustrophobic, which, in my opinion, maybe it ran a little bit too long. I liked it as a beat. It could have been a smooth interlude. If it was like a minute 25, a minute 30, I would have been happy with it. I feel like it was just doing a little too much, but I do like it on the project. I'm not mad at it, but I just felt like it was a little bit too long. I ain't super mad at it. So we have track 6, Like That, with Kendrick. Everybody's talking about this song. It's one of the biggest songs on here. Everybody's talking about it. Kendrick went crazy on his verse. Talk about Drake, J. Cole. Nigga, fucked up Big 3. Man, y'all all know it's Big Meat. You hear me? Something along those lines. I quoted it wrong. But with that being said, like, it's big. If you want my full breakdown, all that shit, that's another video. You hear me? Probably will be out before this. I'll put both of them at the end of the video. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, great song. Not mad at it. Enjoyed the flips that Metro was doing. Loved how Future was tackling this shit. He was doing his thing, especially after at the end when he was coming, he was talking his shit. Like, honestly, the way that nigga was vibing, I'm like, nah, Lonnie Band should have been on this motherfucker. I agree with that nigga Sean C. Anyway, Slime then, we had a little voice cameo from Thug. I believe it was cool. And I will say this with Thug just talking on here and with The Weeknd. Mind you, there's an album coming out in like a month or 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. I believe the other album's coming out. I think it's a Metro and Future album again. So some of these niggas talking here, they might be on the other project. So if that is the case, he's teasing some shit. And if that's the case, cool. Hey, if you teasing that shit and that shit trash, we're going to talk about the Future. But I am invested with you and Metro, so I know you're going to give us some good shit. But anyways, that was cool. I wasn't mad at Slime. Then it was cool. He was in a little pocket. Wasn't mad at it. Magic Don Juan, the first half was boring. Magic Don Juan, that part was boring. Didn't really care for it. When he switched it to the Princess Diana beat, I thought it was better. I liked what he was doing on that beat a little bit more. I enjoyed it a little bit more. So again, I'm not saying It's a lukewarm song, you know what I'm saying? I like half of it. I don't like the first half. I like the second half. Cinderella with Travis Scott was fire. I believe this leaked a while ago, so I've been heard it. I've been heard it. I've heard it already. They didn't really change much, but it was still an enjoyable song. It's kind of like Crazy by Lil Baby. That shit leaked a while ago, but like still an enjoyable song. Still like I ain't mad at it. I don't like some of the ad libs that nigga has in the background of the um official release version of Crazy, but it is what it is. Running Out of Time as well was another song that it went on a little bit too long for me. Again, it was like a smooth 1 minute 30 seconds, 2 minutes. Like I would have been okay. I feel like it just went on a little bit too long. The beat was decent. It wasn't doing a little bit nothing too crazy. It wasn't keeping me entertained, as well as he was just getting repetitive after a while. Like I said, hey, I don't expect every album to just be fucking magnifique and like no skips at all, but definitely this one ran its fucking course, I believe. I think it was a little bit too long as well. Fried She's a Vibe is cool. Honestly, I didn't need this one. Too fucking long. I like the idea. I like what he was going for. I see what he was trying to do, but nah, I ain't like this one. It's whatever for me. It's smooth. It's cool. This one probably he needed a feature on it. Fried She a Vibe could have got like SZA. He even got like Sexy Red or somebody on this motherfucker. Maybe this shit would have went. But with that being said, Ain't No Love, it starts strong, but it's another one. It's too long. I feel like he was doing a little too much. It was too long. It was too long. I ain't mad at the song. I do like it, but it was too long. It was getting repetitive after a while. That's another one. I don't hate it all the way. It was getting repetitive. Everyday Hustle with Rick Ross. I enjoyed it. Rick Ross fit the beat perfectly. Great choice for the feature on that type of beat as well. Metro doing this thing. Good song. I ain't even mad at it, to be fair. GTA not one of my favorites. Y'all can take this one, cause I ain't like this joint. GTA, I ain't like this joint. I wasn't feeling it when I listened to this shit out of the sequence, and when I listened to it properly in the proper sequence, wasn't feeling this motherfucker. Didn't change nothing for me. Track 15, Seen It All. I think this is the one with the Prodigy flip. I enjoyed it. A little bit too long as well, but I enjoyed it. Not mad at it. Enjoyed it. Did what I was supposed to do. What the fuck you mean? Enjoyed it. Good song. This is like the second song I heard. Like when I listened to it out of sequence, enjoyed it, fucked with it. Not even mad at this. And Where's My Twin, which I think he's talking about Young Thug. He's talking about the court case and everything. And good song. Ain't mad at it. On my version, I listened to. They said it was a bonus. I don't know. It's supposed to be 16, 17. I don't fucking know. But good song. Ain't mad at it as well. So clearly, like only GTA and She's Fried. Like that shit could be taken off of me. Everything else is cool. And again, some of them is a lukewarm, but I'll take it, nigga. It ain't horrible. With that being said, it's a good album. Like I said, the production ain't gonna waste your time. Metro did his thing on here. If you want stand-ups for the production, clearly like that type shit, in my opinion. I even Cinderella I like a lot. Of course, Seen It All. I like I almost said Everyday Struggle, Everyday Hustle. Which honestly, the name of the song and having Rick Ross on there, good, yeah. Like he did his thing on here. The intro and Young Metro was great. So yeah, go check it out. Metro did this thing. I ain't mad at it. He always does his thing. It is what it is. If you haven't heard Heroes versus Villains, his latest album, I believe, like come on, he always does his fucking thing. With that being said, the features was cool. If we count the Weekend thing as a feature, did his thing. Playboy and Travis did their thing on type shit. Kendrick, of course, did his thing on like that. Travis did his thing on Cinderella. I like Rick Ross on Everyday Hustle. Yeah. So they did their thing. Again, I feel like some of the people like Weekend and the Young Thug thing, he's probably teasing it. It might be on the other project. Who knows? We'll see exactly what happens. We all know he's dropping a project in April. So we'll see what the fuck happens, bro. I wish he did back to back like Future and Hendrix, but honestly, the date the nigga picked, like literally next week or this week coming up, Beyonce dropping, so I get he trying to stay out of the way. So I do get that aspect. But anyways, other than that, like, it was just great music. It was a good time. We got some of the old Future. Where you is? Was it? You know what I'm saying? We got some of that old shit back from like 2016, 2017, which I perfectly enjoyed. And it was a vibe. Now, again, some songs overstay their welcome a little bit. Sometimes I thought the production could have been a little bit more. Maybe had a like one or two more features on the project on certain songs that felt too long would have helped that song and even the album itself. And yeah, it is what it is. Now, like I said in the other videos, not this one. Again, it's been weird that Future hasn't been on any Drake projects and Drake hasn't been on any Future projects. If we believe this beef, this is probably why they ain't on each other's projects. Now, with that being said, man, overall, great project. Shout out Future. I honestly do think this is better than what the 21 Savage album that dropped in January. I do think it's better. Honestly, hey, you giving me some new shit to ride around to. I ain't mad at it. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. So my nose was leaking, Urban. My nose was leaking. I had to take care of that. Now, with that being said, I'm stupid as hell. With that being said, man, it is a good fucking album. I'm not mad at it. There's some slaps on here. There's some shit that's overrun. And on what we got, of course, if you're not going to properly listen to all 17 songs, definitely type shit like that with Kendrick. I personally enjoy Cinderella. Don Juan, Magic Don Juan. Honestly, I like the Princess Diana, but I'm biased to there. Of course, the intro and Young Metro, so We Don't Trust You and the Young Metro song. And I would say Where My Twin At and What the Fuck You Mean. I enjoy. If you just gonna skip some shit, I'll definitely recommend those songs as well. And yeah, like I can't wait to hear the other album. And yeah, I'm just waiting. Shout out Future. I can't be mad. Shout out Metro. Y'all did it again. Y'all know what y'all doing. And we will see exactly what happens. And hey, apparently there's some beef. So we'll see what happens. Also, I can't believe, I said it in the other video, I can't believe this nigga and Drake is allegedly beefing over a girl. Ain't that a bitch? Yo, that's crazy as hell. But yeah, man, this is the end of my little album review. I personally enjoyed it. Hey, what do y'all think? Comments down below. I don't know. I might do a review on the Tyler project. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure. But besides that, what do y'all feel? Put it in the comments below. Other than that, it's your friendly neighborhood K.A. sign out for today. Shalom, Zoom, peace out, gang. Aye.